What's up, YouTube and family? My name is Michaela Deshawn. You guys already know I am back like I never left. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michaela. I am 24 years old, a soon-to-be graduate of Norfolk State University. I am recently married. Join our family we have here. It's just a place of positivity, spread love, enjoy, a safe place. I promise you, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, y'all. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for me. Give me a thumbs up. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I don't take it for granted that you guys are tapping in with me. So we're going to get straight into this video. Y'all, first, how you guys are doing? I hope you guys enjoyed my last week's video. If you haven't already watched that, go ahead and check that out for me. It was just a mental health check-in, being that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And one of the things that my channel highlights is positivity, creating a positive space, life application skills as well. So if you haven't watched that, definitely check that out. I think it'd be really good for you to watch. This week's video is also in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, and it is how to be that girl, mental health edition. How to be that person, that guy, whatever you got going on in your life, but how to be that ideal person, mental health edition. So I put together some tips and tricks that I think will be really beneficial for you guys, as well as been really beneficial for me as well. So the number one tip that I have in how to be that girl, mental health edition, is to surround yourself with really good people. And if you see me looking down throughout this video, it's because I have my notepad in front of me, but to surround yourself with good people. What does that look like? What does that mean, Michaela? It means to surround yourself with people that have good hearts and good spirits. You have discernment. You can pick up on somebody's vibe when they don't really mean the best for you, but surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you, encourage you, push you to be the best version of yourself. Also that ones that will challenge you. For example, let's say you in passing mention a business idea to a friend or a family member, whoever. They should be, hey, what about the idea that you mentioned? What do you need me to do? Have you done it yet? Ones that are going to hold you accountable. We don't like that word accountability. We think it's a bad word, but ones that are going to hold you accountable to the goals that you set, to the things that you aspire to be. So surrounding yourself with good people that are going to build you up, not tear you down. So that's my number one tip. My second tip that I also have for you guys is to practice self-care. Baby girl, baby boy, practice self-care. Practice putting yourself first. Practice taking time for yourself. What does that look like? It's simple. You might say, well, I don't really have the privilege of doing that. You know, I have kids, or I have a full-time job and I run 17 businesses, whatever the case may be. Start small. Take time for yourself. 5 minutes out of every day. Just take some time, meditate, do something fun, whether that's watching a little snippet of your show, whether that's listening to your new favorite song, or listen to your new favorite artist. Kendrick just dropped a new album. Maybe listen to Kendrick's new album, or whatever the case may be. Going to get your nails done, going to get a haircut, reading a chapter of that book you've been putting off, or doing some online shopping, or doing some window shopping, or just maybe getting back to drawing, writing a poem, putting yourself first, taking some time to really delve into things that make you happy. Trying a face mask, maybe trying on some new lotions, take a bath, light some candles, because you matter. And when you treat yourself nice, when you do your body right, your body will take care of you. So that would be my number two tip, is to practice self-care. Practice exploring yourself, explore things that you like. I know for me, I'm on this journey where I'm trying to find myself, and I'm trying to kind of, I don't know, figure this life thing out. It's a whole adulting thing. And so I'm doing things that, I think I like. I know I loved reading, so I'm getting back into reading. I am exploring, going to museums, just trying those things that, okay, let me see what I like. Let me see what I don't like. And so you have to take time for yourself, practice that self-care. Also, what else does that mean? It also means drinking water. That also means taking your vitamins. That means putting good things into your body, eating right as much as you can, as your means would allow you to. A concern might be, well, I have a limited amount of money or resources, and I can only buy this type of food. That's okay. Start with what you can. Drink lots of water. Start doing walk in place when you're watching your show. If you can't add the right foods into your life, add a whole bunch of water and just start somewhere. Start walking in place, or just go for a walk around your neighborhood. Park your car a little bit further next time as opposed to parking right in front of the store. So start small with what you have. So that would be my number 2 tip. Practice self-care and taking care of yourself. Number 3 would be to create a routine, to have some type of structure in your life. Sometimes when we're going, and we have so much going on, sometimes it's hard to kind of get like some bearings per se. One night you're going to bed at 1, the next night you're going to bed at 3 a.m. We got to cut that out. It's not being kind to our bodies. I would encourage you to build some type of routine, get a structure. Okay, every night I go home, every night I go to bed at, I don't know, 10:30, and I wake up at this time, and generally this is what I do between this time and this time. I eat breakfast by this time, and then I'm doing that because it's kind of getting your body trained to be the best version it can be for you. So I would definitely encourage you guys to have some type of routine and structure. And it might be like, well, I don't have the privilege of doing that. My life is just so crazy. That's okay. Start small. We deal with life application here. Start small. That's okay. So let's start with getting some type of good, solid bedtime. So if the latest that you're up is, let's say 11, all right, by 11, you need to be in that bed every night, and then build from there. Okay, some days I might have to get up at this time or that time. That's okay. As long as you know that this is the time you're going to bed, and then build from there. Then you're getting up at a regular time. Then you're doing this at a regular time. Everybody's lives are different. Some of us have 9-to-5 careers. Others, we have children in our care. Others, we're more so like influencers or entrepreneurs. So everything's kind of crazy. But start somewhere. Start small and get some type of structure and layout for your life. And that's really going to help you. It's going to help your mind be a little bit more clear, because your mind and body is kind of knowing what to expect. So that would be my number 3 tip, is to have a routine and some type of structure in your life. My number 4 tip for you guys to be that girl, that boy, that ideal person would be to practice setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is one of those topics that I haven't truly explored on my channel yet, but setting boundaries, people don't like when you set boundaries. People don't like, especially close friends, especially family members, especially close associates. They don't like when you set boundaries. What might that look like? Okay, if you're constantly putting out but not putting in, it means that there's an imbalance there, and that means something needs to get cut out. So if maybe you're dedicating X amount of hours to this person's activity and dedicating no hours to yours, that means that, okay, you know what? Hey, so-and-so, no, I won't be able to come tonight. Tonight I'm taking for myself. And don't sway on that boundary. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by setting boundaries, keeping a healthy space. Sometimes when people have too much access to us, access is good, but too much of anything is not good. And so sometimes we may have to limit or cut off completely access in some situations with people, maybe setting boundaries with activities, maybe activities that are good, but not in an excess amount. And that's okay. It is okay to set boundaries. It is okay to say no. It is okay to say, not this time. It's okay to say, let me get back with you, or whatever the case may be. Setting boundaries is good, because what that says is that everybody doesn't have the ability to dictate what goes on in your life, because you're your person. So if they're not going to be there to help pick you up when you're down, or to clean you up if you get sick because you're running yourself ragged, then they don't get to have any say so. So practice setting boundaries. Practice putting yourself first. It's really going to help you in the long run. All right, so that's number 4, practice setting boundaries. My number 5 tip would be feed your mind positive things. How to be that girl, how to be that boy, how to be that ideal person. Feeding your mind positive things. One thing I really like to talk about is the power in our mind. Like, it is crazy what we can think, and then once we are thinking on something, we say. Once we say it out loud, it's like, man, the rest is history, whatever the case may be. But when we begin to think positive things, feeding our mind positive things, it's really going to help you. It's going to help you in every aspect of your life, especially your mental state. Because when your mind is right, your mind is like the nucleus of everything that you got going on. Your arm can't do something unless your mind communicates to that arm, whatever the case may be, what to do. So feed yourself positive things. Feed yourself things that are going to encourage you. What does that look like? Okay, that means goes hand in hand with surrounding yourself with good people. It means feeding yourself good things physically, like diet again, drinking water, eating, in moderation with what you can. Also feeding yourself positive things, feeding your mind positive things with what we intake, with the type of music we listen to, with the type of shows that we watch. If the majority of what we're watching is sex, drugs, and violence and murder and all this other stuff, that's what's being inputted into our minds, to our hearts, and that's what's resonating within us. Chaos, trouble, trauma, crime. And even though like it's fun in that time period of, oh, I'm just binge watching my show. If you're binge watching your show every day, for multiple hours a day, and there's no balance of something positive, then that's not a good situation. So practice feeding your mind positive things, feeding your mind positive words to yourself, positive affirmations to yourself, positive words from other people, things you read. And one thing that's big on this is social media. And so hand in hand with that tip to feed your mind positive things would be to maybe practice limiting social media as much. Whether it's a day, whether it's even for like 3 hours, or you know what, I'm not going to get on Instagram or Twitter or anything for half a day. That is amazing, because what we don't realize is when we're scrolling, we're on Instagram, I don't know if y'all realize, you get on Instagram, or TikTok is known for this. You get on there, you think, oh, okay, I'm going to just watch this for 5 minutes. 3 hours later, boom, you done realize it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You got to be up in 3 hours. It's like it draws you almost where you can't like stop scrolling. You can't stop watching. And so that's not necessarily a all the way good thing. It's not necessarily all the way a bad thing either. But I would encourage to have those times where you're like, let me just take a break. Let me take a break from all these stimulants, because that's what it's doing. It's stimulating your mind with images and different things that's going on in the background that we don't realize. And sometimes social media can be filled with a lot of different things that may not be a help to us in that time, if that makes sense. So I'd encourage you guys to take frequent breaks from social media. Maybe not long ones, because for some people, social media is their bread and butter. That's how they make their money. But just half a day, a couple of hours. You know what? I'm not going to get on my phone tonight. I'm going to just read a book, or I'm going to just watch my show, or I'm going to just go to bed early. Whatever the case may be, you start small and you build off of that. So my number 5 tip was feed your mind positive things / also taking frequent breaks from social media. It'll help you. I'm trying to tell you. My number 6 goal will be to meditate and journal. Meditate sometimes has like a negative connotation, like, oh, what are you meditating on? No, meditation just simply means clearing your mind, getting your mind in a positive headspace, and thinking on a certain type of thing. And so whether that means you go to your room or on a couch or to a quiet place, and you begin to think on positive things. The Bible even says, think on things that are good, think on the things that are righteous. The Bible even says, think on these things all the time. So meditate on these things. So I'd encourage you guys to take some time to meditate, take time to yourself to really, you know what do I want? What are my goals? I can do it. Give yourself positive affirmations while you're meditating. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am handsome. I am wealthy. I am a billionaire. I am a multimillionaire. I am smart. I am kind. Meditate on those things. Meditate and also journal. And so that kind of goes hand in hand. You meditate, get your mind right, take that time. You're kind of recounting those things to yourself. And also journaling is a huge thing. I could go on a whole separate tangent with that. But just journaling, writing things down, taking that time. You know what? Even if you don't journal every day. Some of us, I try to journal every day. But even if you can't, maybe once a week. You know what? Let me get my diary. Let me get my notebook. And just have a brain vomit. In high school, Dr. Jennings, shout out to you if you're watching this. Dr. Jennings, when we would write, and sometimes we would have problems or trouble maybe trying to write a paper, she'll be like, have a brain vomit. Everything that you can think of on this topic, put it all on paper, put everything there. And then from there, you're able to build. You kind of have some type of starting point. You know what? I may not need this part, but I'm going to build off of this. And so when it comes to journaling, sometimes we don't know what to write about. You don't have to have anything you want to write about in particular, but just put everything that's in your mind, put it on paper. Put those things that may be bothering you down. Put those things that may have made you feel good down. Put the thing that you accomplished, whether it's small or big. Hey, dear journal, today I finished my goal. I accomplished my goal of drinking 2 bottles of water today. That is huge. And as you begin to journal your journey and doing frequent check-ins, once you get to the ideal place of being that girl, that boy, that ideal person, you can go back and read that journal and really see like, yo, I came a long way, and kind of like a progress check. And it's like a checks and balances, like, okay, I am doing something right. I am doing good. So you won't get as discouraged because you see where you were and now you see where you are, and you've come a long way. You just keep going and keep living. So that's my number 6 advice to you, be to meditate on good things. Meditate on the things that you want, that you aspire. Meditate on the good things of yourself. Meditate on the things that you bring to the table. Sometimes we're so easy to count ourselves out. Man, I'm so this, I'm so ugly, I'm never going to be this, I'm too tall, I'm too short, I'm too dumb, I'm not going to be able to do that. You're meditating all right, but you're meditating on the wrong things. Meditate, go to a quiet place and really, you know what? I got this. Tomorrow when I go into work, it's okay. I'm a little nervous about this, but I'm just going to go ahead and talk to my supervisor about it. And you begin to really get it in your spirit. And I watch y'all, your whole vibe will change. You begin to walk different, talk different, and walk in that confidence that God has given you. So my number 7 final tip, at least for this video, how to be that girl, how to be that boy, how to be that ideal person, mental health edition, is to don't be afraid to ask for help. It is okay. Whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes we are kind of like stuck in survival mode where we are constantly going, and you have to get this done, especially for my moms and dads who have children, multiple children. And sometimes we're in situations where you genuinely just don't have the time to journal and do all of this, and you're almost overwhelmed and constantly in a state of playing catch up for years and years and years. And unfortunately, some people, they become unalive, or they make the decision to depart from this world because it becomes too much for them. But what I want to encourage you guys to let you know that it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to reach out to somebody and say, hey, I'm taking on too much. No, I can't do this anymore. Or you know what? No, Sharon, I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z anymore. Set those boundaries. That's okay. You have to start somewhere. Ask for help. You might say, well, I don't have anyone that I could ask for help. There's so many people that you could ask. Reach out to, if you're a child, reach out to a teacher, reach out to a counselor, reach out to a trusted adult. If you're an adult, reach out to your job to see what resources are available to you. A lot of jobs have like the free, like the first 3 sessions are free, or for every problem or subject matter, you get so many free sessions with the mental health person, a counselor or a psychiatrist or a therapist, whatever the case may be. If you have insurance or Medicaid or Anthem, whatever the case may be, reach out to them. Hey, what's the prices? What's going on? What help can I get? Tell somebody what's going on. Don't be afraid. Sometimes we get prideful real quick. We think we superheroes. We think we are the Hulk, the Aquaman, everybody put in one. We are not the Avengers. We are not the Avengers. We are not any of those people. We're not Superman. We're not Batman. And Batman don't even have no superpowers to me. But we are human, and that is okay. It is okay to feel. It's okay to hurt. But it's not okay to take everything on and try to battle it by ourselves. So my number 7 tip to you guys would be, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone. Or don't be afraid to text a friend. Hey, yo, I'm struggling. I need you to give me some encouraging words, whatever the case may be. So I'll kind of go over the tips again. Number 1 tip to be that girl, that boy, that ideal person was surround yourself with good people that are going to challenge you. Number 2 was practice self-care, taking time for yourself and getting to know yourself. Number 3 was form a routine, try to build some type of structure in your life, and treat your body kindly. Make sure you're putting the right things in your body so that good things can come out of your body. Number 4 was practice setting boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say maybe next time, no matter who it is, with our job, with our boss, a scary boss everybody's afraid of. It's okay to not take that overtime shift because you don't have the capacity to. So that's number 4, practice setting boundaries. Number 5, feed your mind positive things and try to limit social media when you can, or just take frequent breaks just to kind of give your mind a break, a rest from all those stimulants and different things that we see. Number 6 is practice meditating and thinking on positive things that are going to build you up, not tear you down. And to also journal your journey, write things down. It's okay. You will thank yourself later. And number 7 was don't be afraid to ask for help. You are needed here. And the calling that you have on your life, the purpose that you have on your life is too great. It is too great. And so that is all I have for you guys. Those are the 7 tips that I have for you guys to be that girl, that boy, that person, mental health edition. And so I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next week. Tap in with me every Thursday at 8 p.m. I got some dope content coming for you guys. Stay on this journey with me, y'all. I'm young. I'm trying to figure this life thing out. You know, me and my husband, we're still newlyweds. You know, we've been married almost 2 years come July. We're trying to figure this thing out. You know, it's like we're new adults on this earth. So as we figure it out, I appreciate you guys for coming on this journey with me. So I love y'all. Stay tuned. I have some really dope stuff coming for y'all. We are going places. And so couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I love you guys. Turn that bell on. Turn your post notifications on so you don't miss anything, because you guys don't want to miss this. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.